Time to warm up the old noggin with a relatively easy game first. Wait for people to come. Who shall break my winning streak? No, not this guy. All right. Makes me want to approach here since he's making the space on this side wider by putting it here. But the space on this side is also wide, so But since white has Komi, I prefer to, in this case, approach white. Ooh, this one. So the thing about this is black Hane's here now, and if white actually Hane's back, then black's trick is actually just to Atari and then go down with white. White's going to Atari here and then take those two, but then you get to take these two. So actually when black Hane's here, white should actually Atari here. So this is a little bit worse for white than black. This was white's corner after all. Hey Archimede22222, how's it going? I always have trouble with your name. Yeah, so this was pretty good for black. Okay, hopefully this stream looks okay and sounds okay. So this side's not very important now. So I guess a pincer or a tanuki would make sense here. So I think I'll choose this one. Maybe I should have put it one space closer so I can have more interesting options in this corner. I feel like Archimede. Yeah, I'm doing good. Just been busy with work, you know. But I'm glad to be able to make time for at least one stream this week. I'm not going to stream on Friday because it's U of Toronto Go Club's last meeting of the season. So I'd rather, I want to attend that one. But maybe the following Friday. So do I Atari or do I extend? If I Atari, white will counter Atari. I take, white might Atari one side or just double Tiger's Mouth. And the only way this pincer would end up in a good place at the end is if it's effectively neutralizing some thickness or if it's putting pressure on white. But since white's going to switch to this side, it's not really going to be applying any pressure. So I'm tempted to actually just extend here. And plus, white has this wall down here, so at least if I develop this way, it neutralizes anything, any potential he may have had from that. And normally you play here, but you know, white might choose to play here. In this case, it seems like extending makes more sense. Also, if I play there, it means I probably want to follow up after with another extension, but I really want to play as few moves in this area as possible because it's already crowded. So white plays here. I do wish that this was a bit closer because then I could be harsher against white's approach zone. But in this case, if I simply play here, it doesn't look particularly efficient for me because when white comes in here, I don't have any room to extend this way. But at the same time, if I get to press white down and then jump, it could be efficient. So I could also pincer, and regardless of where I pincer, white's probably going to come out or press. If white just jumps out, I'll happily go here, but if white presses, I don't want to be super flat when I already have a stone on the third line over here as well. So if white presses, I would need to be able to cut for this variation to be any good for me. Plus, you usually want to use your nearby stones for that kind of advantage in the fighting anyways, rather than avoid fighting. So push, cut, looks okay. I'm going to choose the tight pincer. It feels a bit easier to predict the variations here. When you pincer tightly like this, at least the way I think about it, white might be more likely to need more exchanges to get safety. And more exchanges means more likelihood that this one could end up not too far away. If I played a farther away pincer, white might be able to settle in a way such that this gap is still sort of vulnerable. Seems like my background picture I'm using with the Hikaru no Go thing, it's still not really looking dark enough for this chat. Oh well, I'll fix it next time. I still haven't made an overlay. Just too busy, man. Too busy. No one has particularly complained or anything that I don't have an overlay, so. Although maybe I can ask my friends advice about that on Friday. Maybe someone's willing to make one for me. And so this guy seems to really like this Joseki, this really old school Joseki. And since I have a stone here, it doesn't make sense to put a stone on the third line. So definitely I'll play this one. Otherwise my efficiency wouldn't be very good. Hey Briphost, what's up? Welcome. Okay. No complaints about this. So if I Hane and white draws back, I'm basically going to owe a move, something like this. It's not really an overlay. It's just a desktop background, but yeah, I just whipped this up literally in the last like 10 minutes because I still didn't actually end up making time for an overlay. I don't know, maybe I would just ask someone if they'll make me one. It would probably end up much better than whatever I would make. And the text isn't really showing up very well on this background. I thought it would be dark enough. But I ended up using the opposite side of the picture that I was planning to use. The other side is like this. That actually might work a little better with the chat text. But, you know. So if I just draw back, then white definitely needs to also fix. And then I can extend. So do I want a tiger mouth here, or do I want just an extension? That's good if you can read it. I think it's sort of hard to read, but I've seen worse, I guess. It's actually a annoying decision for me, choosing to Hane or extend. I kind of prefer the extension here. Yeah, also, like, everyone's names just appearing blue. It's pretty weird. So I need to sort that out. But honestly, it's probably gonna be faster for me, like, since I've obviously been pretty busy to do this stuff. Probably just to talk to someone who already knows what they're doing and just speed things up by, getting some quick help, rather than like doing all the research and effort myself for everything. $43. Yeah, well, I am in 3Dan right now, so I made this account particularly for like relaxed teaching, I guess. Although once more people flood in, I was planning to switch over to my the other stream account I was working on that is currently 6Dan, because I think it only needs a game or two before 7. So I am actually planning to play a tougher game or two today. Oh, it's not showing me how many wins I need, or is it? Let's see. Oh, yeah, 2 more wins. So I'm thinking we can try to get that to 7Dan tonight. And then I'll have 3 7Dan accounts, and the next goal will be to get one to 8. So since White's pausing here, I feel like he was expecting me to Hane, and he was expecting to finish in Sente. And now he's bummed because he won't get Sente. Actually, he will get Sente, but probably not in the way he hoped. Well, if someone else makes me an overlay, I can still change it myself, right? It just means that the initial version is done for me. So it saves time and saves me from like doing it stupidly somehow. I mean, honestly, I could do it myself and I might. It's just, I said last week that I was gonna make it, and here we are. I still don't have it, so clearly I haven't been prioritizing it enough anyways. Actually, I have a friend, actually one of my Go students, and yeah, he's planning to help me with some things like this by exchanging for Go lessons. For example, some like fun Twitch emotes and like those animated pop-up things for when people follow and everything. I am getting some help with that. It's gonna be awesome. It's going to be sick. So what is this guy thinking about? I mean, I did use more time than him, but I can only see like 2 moves he could be considering, maybe 3. He could push on top of me again, which might not be good. I'm not sure. He could play c6, or he could just draw back with a Nobi. But I take it he's like thinking of something hardcore, like maybe he wants to just pincer me directly. That would be a little bit hardcore, because I would just Hane that stone he has there that it's attached to my group. He would have to live in the corner or something by turning in the corner, and he would get Gote anyways, and then his pincer stone wouldn't end up attacking me anymore since I'd be out and alive, and so the pincer would just end up out of place. So I don't think pincer makes sense here. I see, yeah. I'm letting myself off the hook about things with the fact that I'm new to streaming, but For the record, I have had plenty of time already to like get this stuff done, and I haven't. I've only gotten some of it done. So I do think I should get on that, but man, this guy is really taking his time here. So maybe he's power dumping. Needs to release some power. He has too much power. And I feel like he was trying to trick me with that lower right Joseki. He probably plays a lot of people who don't know it. I am ahead on the clock. That is a first. Yeah, so even when I'm not streaming or commenting like this, I am usually behind on the clock. But of course, it's usually much less of a problem compared to when I'm explaining, where I drain my time at least twice as fast. But in both cases, I generally don't have the best time situation. That's actually my next sort of improvement item for myself. So on the one hand, I do sort of encourage everyone and advocate for like playing slow games and thinking as much as you can while you play, because that's really akin to doing problems anyways. And it's actually probably better than doing problems because it's real situations and it's a lot of variety. So I really think, and I've taught a lot of people now, so I know that most people don't think enough in their games. They don't read enough. They don't explore enough variations before they play, and they play too quickly. This is almost a universal problem. This is probably like at least 75% of people. So I definitely think people should slow down because it's good for improvement in the long run. But I do take it a bit far, and one of my biggest improvement items for myself is actually just to manage my time better, because the way I see it, like with my tournament results and stuff, if I could stop losing on time or having time trouble in general, I can probably increase my wins. And if I do, well, yeah, because my win rate in tournaments is already okay. It's nothing special, but I don't usually lose more than I win. And usually when I lose, like obviously even if I'm short on time, I might also be behind on the board, but like a lot of my losses are quite related to time, so I really need to work on that. But honestly, when I play on Tygem, I almost never have any issue with time. So even though I go into Byoyomi really early, somehow on Tygem at least I just manage. It's not too hard. I feel pretty relaxed even when I have 30 seconds per move. I guess I'm used to it now. Do any of you guys feel like playing on KGS has way more pressure than playing on Tygem? Yeah, this guy is like just not doing anything. So in this, I'm not even going to look at what happened, but I would expect pressing here or a Kosumi here, both with the idea of flattening white out on this side, since white stones are both in the third line. That's what I would expect here. Pincer is of course possible too, so yeah, that's what happened. But I'm sure even though he played the pincer, I'm sure he considered this press or this Kosumi. Still nothing, huh? Man, what's this guy doing? That's a painful honey. Wow, this is a mess. Man, he's still not playing anything. Tygem doesn't let you simul, does it? I don't think it does. No, why? That's not good. I feel like so many people on Tygem just resigned because of impatience that this guy's probably hoping for that. He just wants me to just get bored and resign. I mean, with these guys with like 10,000, 20,000 games under their belts, they probably don't care about a loss or two. Ah, he played. He played. He played. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Okay. So since he's playing there and he's not increasing the liberties of this stone, it means I can consider turning here. This means I'll be able to extend farther. So he plays here. Now, first of all, I need to think, if he tries to invade, what am I going to do about it? Because I'd rather he not be able to invade. I know that with one more stone here, he wouldn't be able to invade. At least, like, for sure in that case. But then I don't want to play this if I don't need to. Especially because he might ignore it, which I guess if he ignores it, it's good for me. Because this Hane will be pretty painful, but... So he goes here, I attach on top. He bumps, and if I don't want him to connect under, I have to stand up with this stone. Then he pushes, Ataris, he connects under. Or he'll try to, no, that won't work. Yeah, he would connect under. So I am going to push one more time. And if he responds, I'm going to come around here. Normally against the 4-4 with a knight's move, since going in the corner is only a ko without enough support around, and when you approach, then white can kick and sometimes even just pincer right after, since this is already here. But in this case, since I have this stone here and I'm going to be making him really cramped, even if he kicks my stone, that 3-3 weakness in the corner is going to be a big problem. So actually, when I approach, he's probably just going to come down with it with something like this or here. And then I get to extend and I get a good direction because since I'm kind of thick over here, it makes sense to develop the bottom. Plus the bottom is the most open area. So it seems better in this case than coming around here, which is pretty normal against this shape. Because if I come around here, I'm going to be really low and it doesn't really work well with this. So I believe he can't invade anymore because this time I'll probably play this. Yep. And then I can back off, or I can try to harass him with this, which threatens to clamp in the corner, which is pretty effective since he has no room on this side. But there's always a risk that he's going to counterattack, and I don't want to. I don't necessarily want to risk losing everything on the bottom that I could potentially get. So another thing is I probably want to turn here because at this point it's pretty sente, and it's kind of honestly sente for both. This white move might not be an Atari, but the next move is, and you gotta think about that. So I'll just exchange this right away. If he takes off, then you do lose points in the corner because you could have Atari'd here. Ah, but then he didn't. He actually played here, so now I get this one too. I'm not going to do this until I know for sure that it's sente, though, because he can ignore it. It's actually not that big. And the real point here is, if I don't play here, is white really going to play here? Not yet. No way. Therefore, I don't need to play here. So if you're on the fence even a little bit, then all you got to ask yourself is white going to play there? So I know white's definitely going to play around here. So I got to play either one of these two moves or here. If I come all the way to here, it's actually a little bit close to my big wall, which is actually a little bit inefficient. And plus, white gets a nice invasion here anyways. So even though there is potential for invasion, you still should keep your distance, because otherwise it's just irony right there. Because if you're giving yourself poor efficiency by going too close to your wall, just because you don't want them to invade, you just lose the game from inefficiency anyway. So there's no point in being so scared of invasions. If you come around here and they invade, all you got to tell yourself is, okay, they erased maybe 10 points around here. When I chase them, I just need to get some combination of points and influence, whatever, that translate to 10 or more points from this attack. That's it. So let's say you get some thickness all along here like that as you chase white. That's already probably more than enough, so don't be so afraid of people invading. If I play low, there's a chance that white might press here or similar. Hello, hip hop. How's it going? Welcome. Yeah, so when you have a wall, you don't want to get flattened out. So like that's... So I probably will play high. But if I could get away with it, I really do want to do this first. But I don't think it's that reasonable, so I'm actually just going to play here. It's not like I'm afraid of white playing here first, because if white plays around here and makes me stronger around here, it turns this into even more sure territory. If white plays here, I'm just going to block here, and I don't really care about this stone. White has a stone on the second line here, which undercuts any territory black tries to make around here anyway. So that means this stone itself is not important anymore. Alright, so white came in. And like I said, don't try to kill, just try to make back whatever white's erasing. So you can't connect, so don't even try. You're just going to make white stronger. And since white can't really get two eyes down here easily anyways, I should attack from the top. You could play here, which looks weird, but then if white ignores, then you get one more move to connect. And then white does have a weak group that's not strong yet. So even though you feel like you got flattened, you also made white have sort of a liability in the center, so that's not a problem. And the reason this is okay is because if white blocks, it reverts to if white had have approached low, and then I kicked white, after which I would play here. So even in this case, I think I'll play here, here, or here. So the only reason I would play here is if I think that after this, white would get too much from attaching. So that is a good question. But I think I'll go for this one because I have a feeling he will block here, and if he doesn't block here, then he's not really accomplishing anything here. But the normal attacking move would have been to play this knight's move, so it's possible the knight's move is better. But it can't really be denied that if white gets to attach under here, it's possible, or at least close, that white would get actually 2 eyes down here if he really wanted it. And I don't want white to have that kind of freedom. And since white's weak, you don't need to worry about making a shape with cuts, because if white starts cutting you, white will end up dying before you by getting sealed in. So even if this group here ended up in some kind of danger because of this cut, this group in here would usually die first. So, hi Baduk Mom, how's it going? So usually when you're attacking, you do want to try to form some kind of a blueprint and predict the moves and the general direction things will go, and ask yourself, what am I going to get? But, you know, the thing that you get, let's say you're getting thickness, influence, some combination, and you're not getting territory, you're just getting those things. They don't have to be for a specific purpose. Just the fact that you get random thickness facing the center, and then they get nothing and connect in Gote with like Dame moves, neutral point moves, that's enough. Like, white erased like what, 10, maybe 15 points at most by coming in, which wasn't even yours yet, right? You shouldn't have thought it was yours yet in the first place, so it's actually less. And even if you don't know yet what your thickness is going to be useful for, one of the nice things about having thickness is sometimes you just do nothing, and that's how you use it. Usually when you have thickness, you end up getting random bits of points in the endgame anyways. Like if you imagine having a wall. Next to the wall, there's a bunch of potential territories that are almost yours, right? Even if it's just 1 point, 2 points, little bits like this, that's still something and they still add up. So you're not supposed to know in advance how your thickness is going to end up being useful. That's not really something required of you. So I do need to respond here, and I'm just thinking, do I want to connect or come down? The two reasons you might not want to come down is that if coming down for white ends up sente anyways, and you have to come back anyway, then coming down could be bad. Another thing is if this peep or some kind of vital point as a result of not connecting is something to worry about, then yeah, you wouldn't want to go down. So here, I'm just going to connect because I have a lot of cunning points. So if I come down, white can probably just come down with me and force me anyways. And you see how much stronger I'm getting with this group now? You can translate this into some kind of points gain. And I don't know how many points I got from it. You don't need to know. You just need to know you got something. And even after white connects or does whatever here, white's still not alive. In fact, white is playing kind of dangerous right now. What's going on here? But you see how if white had have connected and I just turn, white would have to basically go home with his tail between his legs, and then black's getting random points potential out here. And like a wall facing the center, facing this way. So you just go with the flow. Well, since this white stone is a cutting stone, that means that this white stone here is actually kind of important. But at the same time, if I Atari here, white can't connect because when I go here, white's all dead. Who cares if he gets to Atari here, it doesn't do anything. So actually, seems like he has to squeeze me here, but then the important cutting stone becomes worthless. What's more, if I take, he'll squeeze me, and well, I don't even know if he can solve all of his problems after that, because I connect, he fixes these cuts, but then he has that cut. But even worse is, what if I come down? Then what does he do? He pretty much has no choice but to keep pushing down and sacrifice all this. In this case, I'm just going to take. Now he's presumably going to play something like this. And then I'm going to cut. I could also just Hane. This would be plenty, but it looks like there's nothing wrong with cutting here. And thankfully, this thing is so impervious here that I don't need to worry about it at all. And look how much I'm getting out here too. Even if this wasn't going so well for me, like it is now, this attack would still be really good for black. So this is why you shouldn't really worry too much about leaving invasion points in your territory. Just focus on efficiency and leave invasion points in your territory if that means being efficient. That's how you play like a Dan player. And so notice that there's this problem here still for white, right? But if I push now, white can just Atari and then connect there. Instead, you could also think about going here, but then white's just gonna connect and you still have to take these off, because after black here and white here, if white comes out, then these black are in trouble, right? So don't play this either, because that's a thank you move. So right now we can't play this because it just helps white, and we can't play this because it doesn't result in anything. So what we do is we simply, well actually we might push here first, just to break this eye. But after that, I'm just gonna take these off and let white solve his own problem. He'll probably fix around here, and then, you know, I have Sente and I already took these stones off, so yeah. So black gained a ton and white gained nothing. White's only accomplishment is stopping black from making points here, but it's not enough. So now, go back to the drawing board. Where is big? This area is crowded and not very important. This area definitely has some potential now, but it is actually pretty hard for black to surround this. And the thing is, if white spends moves to erase the potential points here, the moves white's playing are not worth any points for white. So that means it's sort of one-dimensional. Let's say you extend somewhere, right? Like you extend around here. You're getting points and you're taking white points. But if you just play around here, you're getting points that couldn't have been whites. So it just kind of has like a halved value in that sense. But still, on this particular board, it might actually still be biggest to play around here. So, you know, there are exceptions. So I kind of want to play this, even though it's so close to my own thickness, but this should be Sente locally. I do perhaps also want to stop an invasion here because that could be pretty annoying. I'm actually a little bit thin around here. And if I think I'm winning too, then reinforcing what I have is a good idea. I'm worried about this white attachment. If I go here and then white honeys, I don't really have much of a way against it. So I'm actually just going to reinforce because I'm confident that black is far ahead. I would regret it dearly if I got greedy and then white did stuff here and wrecked me on the top. This is actually a pretty good idea for white, because what white's trying to do is reduce this area, but also attach to something strong that's nearby, like another strong thing, to over-concentrate it. So it's actually a pretty good idea. Makes me kind of regret not playing around here, but so I'm just gonna let my time run out for that Ryoyomi, and I always think of every variation, so like as much as I can. So even this hardcore Hane here, and then Atari this way and go here, but then white can actually ladder it down like that. So that doesn't work. I could push here and make white lose territory in there. But I'm just gonna go here and try to get Sente. I don't really want to lose another Ryoyomi period for that. So the downside here though is that I'm really not interested in anything right now on this board. maybe this is getting pretty big. It might look small, but this one is decent for points actually, and it makes white not completely alive. I don't think it was the biggest. Maybe around here. But it was definitely big, and it might not seem big, but then I have follow-ups that kind of add to the value of this move, because now I have lots of forcing moves against this group that's not completely alive. That is quite annoying. I actually should have turned here. Yeah, I should have turned here. Because it's so annoying, I'm probably just going to ignore it. Responding to that would be... Oh, fine. It's painful, but I think I can at least leave a cut behind here. So that was actually pretty painful. I lost like all my potential, but black is still winning, so it doesn't really matter. So I'll play this. Now this group's not live either. He's trying to force at me, but is that really Sente? Well, he is connecting up to this group here, so I guess that's kind of big. And just to be safe, since it's big anyways, I'll make some eye space. And he's coming out here, but it's not Sente either. And now the center is not interesting for anyone. So it's all about the points now. So I did mess up a bit in the center by just not doing anything there, but I wasn't that motivated because I know that black is pretty far ahead right now. White's only like really noticeable territory is this corner here. So yeah, I expected this. Now the question is, can I play this? Because he'll cross cut and I'll Atari this way and he'll go in. Seems fine. I'd rather do this than like get reduced by playing here. I also could have bumped, which would have perfectly connected everything. But because of how close this stone was, I think it's all right. I mean, yeah, he does have a way to connect, to disconnect this one, but it's gonna like be a steep price for him. I don't think he profited from this. Even if I just take this off now. Really? Play there? Really? You're gonna connect on the first line in Gote? Be my guest. So now I'd be happy to just take this off. I actually don't need to, but it doesn't seem that small. I guess I really don't need to. But then I'll have a bit of potential out here if I do. So I kind of feel like doing it because things on the board just aren't that big right now anyways. Okay, well, you are thick over here, so I should back off. So if I go here, he's going to Atari. Then he's gonna come in again and give me all this just so he can Atari in some more and then ultimately try to capture my corner. But I think I have a way around that. I could have just backed off. Okay, well, yeah, if he's just simply doing this, then he actually probably lost points from that. So that's fine. And this is not Sente. He Ataris and I connect and nothing happens. It's just a painful exchange for me. So I should play it if I have nothing better to do, but... I think I can attack this area, actually. So let's start with this one. It does look like I can almost kill it, but I'm not really going to try to do that because it is a little bit complicated and I don't really need to kill it. So if I try to cut, it's going to be sort of like a trap because he's going to come out here. What I could just do is something like this, which I believe makes his eye space not alive. Assuming he ignores it. And now I can safely cut this. So before I think about trying to like see if I can kill this or something, I think I would much rather just cut this off. Because look how much points I'm getting out here now. How many points? How many points? Not how much. Okay, so he played this because it actually indirectly stops my clamp, which is maybe something he was looking out for. But he is alive, so what I'm going to do now is just sort of expand. I'm not really sure what's the best move, so I'm just going to play here. Anything like back more to the right, and I feel like I'm not even expanding. So that is Sente. I will take the pain on that one. It was well worth it. And this, I can clamp here. Even if I didn't have the clamp, I could just do a pseudo net there. But this is fine. Feels like this territory alone is enough to compete with white. I don't need this corner. I don't need this bottom. I don't need this top. That is actually, it's actually kind of big, isn't it? Well, I'm interested in seeing what you do if I push. If he blocks directly, then I can peep here and then connect. Now, if he does that, then I can finish in Sente with this one. I also have this. And I don't want to rule out the possibility of killing everything, so. If I were to descend here and make that one eye, well, it's a bad plan. I'm gonna let that run out, because after this it's just endgame. If I play here, then he has to connect. It seems like this move works. Though I guess it seems like the Hane and Connect was actually better. Oh, unless I play here. This works. I may have needlessly given myself Gote though. So I probably overdid it there a bit. If I simply Hane'd and connected, then he would have played here and I would have played elsewhere. But now when he takes this off, he might be able to put me in trouble with this. I don't really want to take chances with that one. Oh well, I could have played better, but I didn't. So I got Gote, which was less than ideal. So that's like a bit more than 10 points if I ignore. It's probably big enough to respond to, I guess. Around here is really big too, though. Okay, so I'm probably going to defend indirectly against this. Let's see, Atari. If I play here, it seems like it fixes. Can I even play this one? I don't know. Okay. How defensive do I want to be here? Fine. Thank you. That was unnecessary. And I could have even thought about counter-attaring on this side and killing it all, but that would be pretty risky. And I'm not exactly unhappy about this. So I kind of want to play here, but then it actually might be bad because... yeah. I'll just play this. That way he doesn't get that nice attached sequence. And then I'll push here, which kind of helps with like, now I don't have to think about this stuff. And then everything's not interesting anymore. Something out here, I suppose. Even if all I'm doing is making sure he gets nothing. Seems like this is the vital area since the good big edge moves are kind of gone. And now I get another move out here. A little bit awkward. Not gonna lie. But this should do. No, that's really awkward. Then I'll just expand this side. Okay, that may have been a bad move. He can actually just cut. So I'm gonna play this. Probably another bad move, but at least then he won't be able to cut here. And I'm even getting tempted to Hane here now. But I could also go here to make sure that I save this one. But if I save this one, then he gets to Hane here, which is painful in terms of this side. So I'm gonna just be flexible about this and Hane on this side. He might capture this, but then I get some points here. So, you know, it's kind of equal. Might even be better for me. Funny guy. Yeah, it does look like I got a lot of viewers flocking in here, so thanks for coming, everyone. Maybe I should thank Bats for that. I got this guy who came in here and said hi. How's it going? Kudab. Alright, if Yatar is here, looks like it doesn't lead to anything with all this other stuff. So that is good. I have 17 seconds left. Let's do this. Because if he does just respond normally, then I'll actually have gained an ice base and I don't have to worry about this as much later. And what else? So if he comes out here, it's a little annoying. So this is actually a really big move here. Other stuff's not so big. When he pushes here, it's going to be annoying. But it seems like this might be a bit bigger. That's not that big looking. But I'll turn here since he seems to care about this. Okay. I made a little difference there. And then I kind of want to play either this or something like that. I guess this one. So now this push, I can block it directly. That's actually big. That was like 3 points Sente for him. So honestly, I should have played that actually. I undervalued it by mistake. So if he gets this one later, then I'm still gonna have to put another stone in. But if I had have played here, then I definitely would have had to put another stone in when he plays here. So I'm creating the possibility that maybe I don't have to put another stone in if I get this one. Okay, and then I block. And block. Hi. How do you say that? Cent 12. How's it going? This looks pretty big. I'm not Lockhart, nope. I don't really play on KGS. I just do my teaching on there because the teaching tools are pretty good. Unlike Tygem, unlike some servers. Lockhart is probably Ben Lockhart, right? Unless it's his brother, but my name is Ben, but it's, you know, I am not him. He is not I. Time, Suji. Okay. Yep. So I think this Hane up here is quite big now. And finishing in Sente, looks like. If he gets to Hane here, I do have to worry about this peep and then extend. So since I know that I pretty much won, I'm just going to be extra safe. Right, I see. Yep. Actually, I think Ben Lockhart, with all the training he's done by now, he should be much stronger than me. At least, anyway, stronger than me. I know he's in the Surrounding Game movie, right? So he was like playing in the American Pro Tournament and stuff, trying to become American one-dan professional. There's no way, like I would not be able to compete that well with some of those top American players. Or the top Canadian players even, so. Not with the very tops, no way. I can give it my best effort. So now when he connects this, he has to like, oh, actually, if I play here, I'm gonna end up having Gote because of all this stuff. So maybe I'll wait on that. At the same time though, it's 1 point double Sente here. No, it's reverse Sente. I'll take this one first. Hey Peyton, how's it going? If he pushes here, that's a 2 point Sente for him. That's actually pretty big. So I think I'm just gonna go for that for now. This is something he should have played already. The surrounding game is available depending on what you mean by that, as far as I know, because I know that on Friday, the University of Toronto Go Club, with their last meeting of the season, I think they're going to be playing the movie. So, no, actually they're playing it in January. But we have it though. We have the actual movie. All right, so this one is worth 1 point. I guess I could play this. You should definitely buy food. I heard it's good for your health. And now I'm gonna take this one finally. But I have to come back and fix this nonsense. Because if he Atari's here, then Atari's with that makes me go here, and then Atari's here, and then pulls this down, then the whole thing dies. So that's actually not Sente at this moment, but it will be once he has a stone here. So before I respond to that, I'm gonna take this one. And then probably this. Yeah, food is nice. Food is definitely good stuff. Okay, so we're fighting a Ko, and there's like a double Ko threat here. So I need to take this before I take the Ko. Alright, and now I take the Ko. There's no more double Ko threats, right? Okay, I think not. Though I do think that he's gonna win this Ko because he has... Honestly, I'm not even gonna fight this Ko because he has like so many Ko threats. He could even play here as a Ko threat, or better yet, this one. Yep, he can do it. Alright, I'm just going to take a neutral point. Actually, I'll take this off. Okay, and I think we're done. I didn't count. I should be ahead like at least, I don't know, like at least 20? What do you guys think? I wouldn't be surprised if it's like, if even 20 is an understatement in this case. Poke, Atari, do things. He can't do anything in here. Okay. +15 is for sure, yeah. Can I use the estimate? That button is like, no, I'm not going to use it. Fine, I'll use it. For you guys, I'll use it. But for the record, I already made an estimation. More than 20. That's my estimation. $53. I lowballed it because I didn't want to be wrong, so I just said something vague like 20, like more than 20. Sure, yeah. 40 something. Okay, this account will double rank up with 6 more games. But my announcement for this stream was to play on my 6th Dan account, right? So let's get that account to 7. So yeah, these are my accounts, which I'll show you guys. So the stream account that many of you saw me playing on before, which was like randomly 5 Dan and we were ranking it up, is this one. And we just need 2 more wins on this one to get back to 7. And then I have this one. And yeah, Tygem is case sensitive, which is dumb, but you know, it's an Asian server, so they're used to using like Asian characters. So that means each character is quite distinct. Hey cats, how's it going? And then my 3rd account is this one, which is almost the same, but not with a capital K. So just get 2 wins and then we'll have 3 7 dan accounts. So then the next thing will be 8 dan. That's exciting. It'll be tough, but you know. So I'm gonna log out of this, rejoin as Baduk, and we'll see if we can get this to 7. Huh? Oh, my U is too powerful. Huh? My password is too powerful. Okay, my password's not powerful enough. Let's see. What was that password? Well, this is embarrassing. How do it... hey, Helios. How to attack for profits. What else can I try? Oh, I got in. Okay, I'll be right back. Just going to the washroom. I'll be back in like 1 minute. And I'm back. So, let's see. So if this is like one of those bad 6-dans, then I might get a chance to show them attacking techniques that you're asking about. But if it's a strong one, then we'll see. But since you've requested it, maybe we can find time for like another 3-dan game later. Those are always fun and full of attacks, that's for sure. I haven't played any competitive Go lately, so hopefully this goes all right. I like to put the first move like on the same line as theirs, because then after the black plays his second corner opening, I can orient mine exactly how I want against his. So he played here, and the normal moves here would be like something in the middle, or here, or here. I kind of want to keep things simple, so I'm just going to play this. Hey Ballinator, how's it going? How you doing? You guys all have snow? I see. No snow in Texas, huh? I was on the fence about this variation, which is something I like to play, but then I kind of wanted to close this corner. But it's okay. Usually I pincer here, but then lately I'm wondering if I should just attach under. Let's just go with the pincer anyways. A lot of times when I play this variation where I have what you see on the right side, and then I play this kind of pincer, a lot of times it ends up that black gets the corner and white gets a position on each side. But that's like one of those things where white doesn't have that much actual points there, but it's just fast. And I always have this bad intuition about it, like it's not good whole board wise, but then I do have a good track record with it, so there's no reason to stop doing it, I guess. So when black plays here, I'm going to just extend. If black presses here, okay, so black's playing this, and black is going to end up looking like a Christmas tree or something at the end of this. So I'm going to play here. Black might peep here. If black Hane is in the corner, I'm going to just extend here. Because black has invested a lot of stones in the same place. So now these stones in the corner have become lighter. And if I connect, black can pincer all of them by playing here anyways. Okay. So technically I do have options here. Obviously I could play here, but I could probably also play something lighter. But then with this black stone sticking out over here, I don't really have much moyo potential anyways. So seems like it might be better to just fight this out. That's actually pretty distant. I guess black thought that if he goes a bit closer, then I might just pincer his pincer, and he didn't want that. So normally white is going to play here or here. And another move I'm looking at for my hangma, or for like moving forward, is this one, because it aims at attaching here and then playing the 3-3. Which becomes a peep in that case. But the question is, if I do this and let's say he bumps and I extend and he jumps, what's my plan after? Am I going to cap? Because if I was planning to just play one of these anyways, then I probably should just do it directly. But I'm not really sure what I want to do on this side. I wouldn't mind just making black run around for safety, and I just get some random influence in the center. I wouldn't really mind that as long as I come out of it with Sente. So, there's also this type of move, but it's a little bit thinner. I'll stick with what I know. Or with at least what I usually play anyway. Okay, black seems quite preoccupied with making a base right now, or attacking me, but I guess that's actually relevant to this, because when I peep, he can threaten to connect under. On the other hand, even if I do nothing, like maybe I even just play over here. As long as I turn this into an attack on him and not on me, everything will be alright. Being able to attach here would be nice, but that's... a little complicated. If I played something out here, then I'd become able to play this attached probably. And then I would also have a Miai of like, since I'm out in the center, I'd be able to attack him. But right now, if I play here, I'm worried it could be turning into an attack on me. I mean, which it kind of is, but you know, I'm trying to stop that. Things like this too. I actually don't go through a checklist like, you know, it's like, is this big? Like, is this the open area? If I don't play here, will they play here? Those kind of things. Because when you get used to thinking like that for so long, it's already kind of built into your thoughts. So for me, I already have those rules of thumb filtering out moves that I would have otherwise thought about most of the time. So I don't have to go through that same process. For me, when I start thinking of moves here, I already have it narrowed down. So as soon as he plays here, I have it narrowed down to, well, actually it's not a very small list. It's this move, the cap, and this attachment, which I already know is probably not going to work, but I always check it just in case. And that's about it. And then after a bit of thinking, I started thinking about this one. It just makes me a bit safer and creates Miai between attacking this and attaching over here. I can't say that I actually followed a checklist, but I actually do kind of advocate for it. Even if I didn't have a checklist, I probably did something along the same lines. Or maybe there was only one new way of thinking I was focusing on at a given time. But when I was like doing most of my improvement, I had the advantage to where I had several strong friends, especially one in particular, who was willing to answer any and all of my questions in any amount of detail. So because I got so much explanations of things and ways of thinking sort of spoken into me, like just talked at me, then, you know, I had those in my, 1 second, my alarm clock. This is like the second time that's happened. Yeah, I don't recommend, oh yeah, coordinates. S15. Well, if you mean R15, it's not a good exchange. Like, if you connect, it's going to be too slow. And if you don't, then like you could do it anytime. So actually, if I play somewhere in the center or on the side, I'm not expecting black to play anything over here. So I don't need to either. Yeah, filtering, like getting rid of the things you look at. Eventually, that's all it comes down to is just you don't think about as many things. So all you have to do is look at options like A, B, C, maybe D, and compare them against each other. So, my instinct is actually telling me that I should play something like this one, even though it seems a bit strange. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. I don't follow my instinct enough anyways. Yeah, I'll focus on the game. How's it going, by the way? Oh, this is sudden. So if I Hane here, and he descends, then I can descend too, and locally speaking, he's dead. But then, you know, he can start stuff. If I, or he can Hane here and then play this Tiger's Mouth and make a small life inside. Or I can back off and let him extend. I don't really want to do that, I think, in this case. Oh, he's playing this. I can revert this to a variation I know that's going to give me a lot of points. It's like if black had have started here and I attached here and then black wedged, then I would be Atarying here, then here, black Atari, black extend, I extend in the corner, and then I get a really big corner, but black gets forced and moves out here. But in terms of territory, it's quite good for white. Another option I have is Atari here and then extend, but I probably only want that if I'm going to be able to kill him. So, push again. And if he just pushes and just keeps pushing everything, then he's going to be locally dead. But instead, maybe he'll clamp after. So I Atari, he connects, I extend, he pushes, I extend, then he clamps. I could keep him flat, but I'm still losing points. So I'm not sure if that's all I want, but it might be a good idea. I'm thinking about his clamp and how much it would actually work for him. I have the ladder that I'm seeing. Yes, I have that ladder. All right, I'm just gonna go with this variation because I know that it will go exactly how I know it will, and he'll end up with another somewhat weak group here, and then when I come out with these stones, he might end up with two weak groups in the same area. I'm still dreaming, what? Okay. Is he planning to just make a small life in the corner? Because that would be fine. I think this is what I need to play. If he's just gonna Hane in the corner, I'm totally cool with that. He's gonna live with like 3 points. So yeah, it was either this variation or that flattening blackout variation. Who's dreaming? You're dreaming. Who's dreaming? I'm dreaming of dead black groups. Ooh. So he is going, what? What was that Atari on the outside for then, I wonder? And then play here. he should play that. This one probably has some problem, which I need to discover. What is his problem here? If I block, he can still play that. I wonder if this one could be Sente on the corner, because that would be better than this block. So presumably he pushes, peeps, and then doesn't do much else, and assuming he doesn't fix in the corner. Because this one affects this group more, so let's see. I think I can kill. Something like this. Or this one. Hi, Cosmic Nana. How's it going? Welcome back. Yeah, so I really want to play here if I can, if it's Sente. And it definitely seems to be. So I'm just gonna, I'm gonna do that. All right, I'll speed up. I mean, I'm not even in Byoyomi yet. For me, that's a plus. And he's gonna peep. How's Go treating me tonight? Apparently it's making me fall asleep and start dreaming. But this is an interesting game so far to me. I have a lot of things to think about that I don't usually have to, so like this move I played at M13 is kind of a new one. And then I spent some time thinking about Q8 because I had to make sure Q8 is just as much Sente against the corner as what is it, like R8? No, R6 would have been. No, I have the opposite feeling. I feel like the first bunch of moves can be really like game-breakingly important sometimes. Okay, so he's playing here because he's like, oh, okay, if I have a stone here, then that means that at any time I can play Descend here to get more eye space. So that's what he's thinking about. And I think, well, that's true, but then I'm just going to ignore and attack you from the center. But then what if he peeps? It's either going to be this cap or a move out here. Or something like this even. I kind of like... Or I could start attaching here. Yeah. I kind of like something out here. It looks fun. But then I have a Moyo up here, so maybe I should be playing from this side. I know he can still do something, but I don't see much. So yeah, that was hard for me to choose, like playing here or playing in the center. I still feel like maybe playing from this bottom group made more sense. But it would be nice if I could build up the top. Something like this actually feels about right. Check this attachment one last time. Assuming this is always Sente, then this cut though. This cut though. I have to make sure he doesn't really start attacking me, and then I can go back to playing in a way that'll make my Moyo get bigger. So can I Hane here? Most likely, because there's lots of things happening in the corner too. I'm just going to assume I can Hane here. Ooh, that is unexpected. I'm going to live under him easily. I just have to make sure again that this group is not going to be under much attack. I could also think about attaching here right now because I wonder if this timing could be nasty for him. Cut. So his only way to be like really safe there would be to clamp here. And then the question is, how much damage can I do with this extend into the corner? Him. Fine, I'll just do it. Do it! If it doesn't work though, it might lose a lot of stuff. Ooh, that is a brave response. Okay. This is getting interesting. Hopefully like game over kind of interesting. That's my favorite kind of interesting. Do I have time for this? Seems like I do. Well, just in case I want to pull down instead. Speaking of which, Yeah, it's true. They don't resign. What am I thinking? I guess I'll Atari here and see what he does. Okay. He's not making a weird ko. I'm thinking if I just connect and he responds, then I still can't pull this down because then I still die with these. But if I play here, okay, he Ataris, he responds, I have 3 liberties left, I go down. That still doesn't work. So in the end, I guess I do still have to play this. Kim Jong-un. Okay. And looks like I have no choice but to play this one. It's kind of like not what I wanted though. I wanted to be able to do something better than living small down here. I really hope it's not just both of us living small and him being thick over here, because that is totally not what I wanted. See, this is why I think so much. This is why I think so much. And I have to live in Gote with this stupid thing. It's not exactly Gote, but oh, I'm down to 2. Okay, he's trying to like get Sente. There's no luck in Go. Well, he's still not alive yet, so it seems like he has to keep playing anyways. So that's at least good. He didn't manage to get Sente, but I really didn't want this like useless 3-point group on the bottom. Alright, he's milking the situation a little bit. Yeah. So, I could kill him locally, but then he's just going to give up these cornerstones and connect under. And then I'm weak out here, so actually... but then if I play that... So I have to go straight down and make sure that he's living in Gote. I don't like that he got a strong position on the bottom, though. That is... it's not cool. Alright, it's going to be a knight's move here, or a knight's move probably there. Unless there's a way to cut him. It looks like a key, or a rifle. Kind of looks like a rifle. So I just have to make sure he has no ammo. I blame you, cats. You're bad luck. Ah, what am I doing? Ah, what am I doing? Not sure why I peeped here instead of connecting. Although, getting this move will be nice, I guess. If he cuts me, then well, not much will happen, I guess. At this point, I could probably even just push out. Well, that's the problem. You have 1,000 rabbit foots and not 1,000 rabbit feet. The feet are the lucky ones. Baked potato. Okay, he wants to do this. He wants to do this. I feel like I could almost like just live locally though. But then after I extend and he plays here, I still have to cover this one. So maybe I do risk dying here. Dang. No time to think about this. And whose fault is that? I know, my own. But I felt like he has a slightly better shape than mine somehow for the Liberty fight, so. If I just do this, maybe I can do something to his bottom. How much does this particular game matter? This game matters even more than the next game because if that win turns into a loss, it's going to be really bad. Oh, he's just playing here. Well, I'll just extend instead of Atarying, because if I Atari, I have to connect after. K8 is greedy, but I feel like it's working out a little bit. I think the real problem was either this stuff I did down here or this move, which I probably should have been playing from my weak group, I think. Can I usurp Sente here somehow? Not so much. I mean, my group's pretty hard to kill now, I think. Oh man, what is this? I can't let this one slide. Oh. What is that? What is that? I really can't let that slide, I think. Also, yeah, I need to come back and kill that thing later, but... Oh man, what is this? I need to do something. Honestly though, if I get like all the territory up here, and then he gets all this, then is white really that bad? White has Komi too, so I don't think white's too horrible. It could be a bit behind, maybe. Oh, I have a Ko in here now. Let's do it now, I guess. Before he gets strong enough that he kills me outright. Little bit surprised that he's letting me have a Ko. This seems quite big. The left is thin, yeah, but it's not in danger. It's just... It's subject to, like, various things he could do, but he can't do, like, more than one or two of those things. Well, yeah, a center's not alive, but it's also like not easy to kill. So all I have to do is just make sure I don't die with the center. I probably prefer black too. Because I did mess up. Like black did some questionable things, but then, those mistakes might not have been as big as one or two of mine. The curse of cats play Go made black end up with all the corners, even though I'm white. Okay, I just lived here pretty easily. That's nice. Come to think of it, whatever, last Bayomi. I'm just thinking, aren't I like still maybe a Ko even if I Tanuki now? I'm not even gonna respond then, I think. I'm not actually sure why I'm playing this move, but I'm not really sure how to continue in the center. I kind of want to connect over here. It seems really big. Finishing the corner is big too. I'm not really sure why I played this exchange, but it doesn't really hurt me, I guess. But hey, I'm not thin on the left now. I mean, okay, it is a bit thin in terms of thin, but black's not alive anymore. Yeah, you can do that. That's about it though. Now, I should be okay, starting to be okay for territory now, so I just need to be safer. He's probably planning to start attacking me now. I feel like with this attachment here, now that I know he's blocking directly, when I need more eyes, I have this extension or this tiger's mouth here, which has a follow-up Atari. And then after that could be making this cut over here work. So I kind of do know why I played it, but yeah, at first it was just kind of instinct. I want to be able to pull out this white stone here, but it's really dangerous to do that. Like I could pull it out. Okay, he took it off. I see. He's taking the slow and steady approach to eventually killing me. If I play here, is it reasonable? I'm just gonna make the tiger's mouth. I just want to be safe. If he Atari's here, then I have this cut over here to work with. And if he just extends, wow, he just extended. I think I should just make this corner alive or finish this Moyo. I think the corner is probably bigger. Okay, so I have a lot of bad agi in this area. So I'm not really sure what to play. I didn't really want to play something defensive because he can just block here or something. But then I am pretty worried about all the bad stuff that could happen around here. That's why I thought the Moyo was actually, it was pretty big to play over here, because then he doesn't get any of these forcing moves. But that corner is like 10. It's, you know, it's huge. It's more than 20 points at the very least. But now that I got to connect here and get this corner, I should be like okay-ish on territory now with Komi as well. Just my guess. I don't have time to count. I'm taking the pain with all this forcing moves everywhere here, but that should be ending soon. Cool, yeah, so white is ahead. I must say though, this guy is giving me more of a run for my money than most of the other 6-dans, but maybe I'm just overthinking everything. I'm still really surprised that he like let that corner turn into a ko. Not even a ko, just like totally alive. So that kind of shows his level a bit, I guess, because that was weird. Okay, he's trying to like use this as a fancy way to seal off, I think. I'm cool with this, I guess. I guess Ente. So what do I use it for? I think I need to move out into the center. This also makes my group safer, so definitely I'm gonna play this one. Maybe that picture of Hikaru in the background kind of suits me, because he looks like he's worriedly contemplating something. Especially with the color inversion, he looks kind of worried. Alright, so he's coming in here some more. Yeah, he takes... Okay, so I need to back off, but at the same time, is this even Sente? Because I probably have 2 eyes now. But I'll respond. I'll respond. That's not Sente though. That really isn't. Yeah. So what's big? Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I don't know. I don't know. Whoops, I was looking at my phone. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna continue to ignore my phone. Meanwhile, 3 seconds left. I actually have like okay points in here. This is like 10 points or something. I think at this point, yeah, white is pretty solidly ahead, I guess, now. I just have to proceed with caution. Because clearly I'm such a stranger to proceeding with caution. 3 seconds away is nothing. That's kind of like being 3 liberties away from losing a liberty fight. I mean, for me at least. Yeah, I knew he would do this. I played that last jump kind of in the last second, but I'm not too confident about that. Okay, so I'll extend and then I have to worry about being alive. Because I made a shape that was not the best of shapes. Story of every Go player. Yeah, that was scary actually, because I noticed that I missed like while I was streaming I got like 10 texts, and I'm like, whoa, what the shit, what the hell, what is this? 10 seconds, okay. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Am I dead? Guys, am I dying? I hope I'm not dead. Because that was not according to plan. And this Hane isn't even good. At least I don't think it is. Okay. I'm pretty alive. I look like I could even Tanuki here, but that might be a bad idea. Maybe I'll play this just in case. Wow, this guy's really soft core, isn't he? No, I think it's pretty hard to die here. It's just that I'm trying to make sure that I question what I'm seeing, because, you know, human error, Ben error. Well, I'm probably dramatizing this maybe a little too much, because this is, honestly, if we look at this game, it's like this player who's playing black, he doesn't even know like what the state of the game is clearly, because he keeps making all these decisions that just don't make sense with like the score of the game. So I think I don't think black's really thinking as much as we are. Black just wants to hold hands and get along. Okay, can I go here? If I go here, black extends up. I bamboo. I don't know. Man, I don't want to risk this. Thinking is cheating. Can I play here? Fine, fine. I'll be super safe, happy. Super, super safe. I definitely think I should have, I could have fought that. But I should be okay on the points. Now what? It's a bad exchange, but I'm kind of tempted, like, at some point to cut here and see if he responds. Because if he responds to this cut, then that connection will stop working, and then I think he would die in the corner. I feel like peeping here. Because if I cut, then I also have this cut above too. So I have a feeling I can get him to respond here. Oh, and this is only the first game of 2 that we need to rank up. Oh, he's trying to counterattack. Okay, if I push this back, then it does look like it works for me. So I'll push once at least. And then I have to back off. I have to back off and get my own sandwich. Hopefully he's content with that and just connects now. Okay, he's still trying to put off having to respond. Fine. Only because of the time pressure. I mean, this thing looks super alive to me, but I don't trust myself right now. And I don't have to play that, but it's not that small. More importantly, can I cut? I don't know. I should play here soon. Did you guys see that AlphaGo teaching tool thing? Well, yeah, that's going to be Sente. That is also going to be Sente, annoyingly enough. But I can put it off until he responds to this. This makes his liberties get all clumped up, and then I can do all sorts of things. Like push here, and throw in an Atari, and do lots of fun stuff. Oh, he has that Atari here, though. That's annoying. That is annoying. You could still stream, you know, but Wednesdays, like when I was setting up my schedule, I was trying to dodge all you guys. So I just looked at all the schedules of like the biggest and most current streamers, and then I just looked at when I am available, and Wednesday around this time, 7 p.m. or whatever, seems to be the easiest for me. I mean, I wanted to do Saturday, but then like that's when everyone does their streams. That's when Bats does his stream. That's when who else does it on Saturday? Does Clausius do Saturday? I think there was at least 2 big ones that do Saturdays. My Saturdays are usually back-to-back lessons with students, so like the whole day is for Go anyway, so I figured I might as well stream but after lessons. But then there's so many people streaming already on Saturday, so. Oh, that was big. I should have done this at some point already. My peep got ignored. What am I gonna do about that? I see. Yeah, right now I honestly, oh shoot, I almost lost on time. Oh my god. Do you guys see that? Black might be ahead. I lost a lot of points here. I got ignored here. He got some points here. Yo, I almost lost on time. Maybe I should plug in some headphones. Okay, I'm gonna lose on time again. Let's see. Yo, that was scary. 1 second away. It's different when you're paying attention and there's 1 second left and when you're not. Man. All right, so I know what he's trying to do. but I will not have that. There, take that. Man, I'm sick of being on the defensive this game. At this rate, even my peep over here is gonna become something. Well, I guess he's alive here. But then if this group has potential to get cut off and everything, then... Ooh. What is this? Oh, he's making sure he's alive here, but now I get to take this one in Sente. That's pretty awesome. So first I'll get this. I guess I should have just taken those three first, but yeah. This should be Sente anyways. Alright, take these. That's pretty nice. I'm probably ahead now, if I wasn't already. I Tasuji'd his Tasuji. How do you like them? I want to say something other than apples, but apples is the best one. Okay. Finally, my peep got justified. It took a long time, but we did it. We did it. Alright, is he really alive here? He seems dead. 15 seconds to figure out how to kill him. He's almost dead in Gote here. Let's just put a stone here and hope that he's dead. I think he done killed himself. It's not so simple actually, because there's things he can threaten. So I have to go here. Yeah, okay, that works. How do you like them Tasujis? Or even just Sujis? Oh, he resigned? Man, that scared me so much because I can't hear Tygem because I turned it really low. So I thought that means that I lost on time or something. I'm like, what? What? Okay, next game, I guess. I just need one more. Thanks for watching that one, guys. Let's do one more. Yeah. Tetsuji and Joseki are already plural and singular at once, so they don't need an S. Like, Gendai no Joseki. That kind of thing. That just means like modern Joseki. Josekis. So yeah, it is incorrect to put an S. I'm white again. I feel like checking this guy's record. Let's see. Yeah. Good stuff. I mean, I do like a challenge. In fact, like, I probably wouldn't even be playing Go anymore if it wasn't such a challenge. But after that close encounter, I'm kind of hoping for a bit of a mildly relaxing one. I'm not gonna take him lightly though. I'll give it my best. Okay. And when they build a huge moyo like this, you kind of do have to take them seriously no matter what their level is. Yeah, well, AlphaGo can suck it. So this is like one of those moves where it's sort of super jealous, you know, it's just trying to make sure you get nothing. But it doesn't make sense for black because now I can like no be up here. This looks like enough of a vital point. And I can also invade here later, so even this move, it probably should have been at the small knights move. If it's gonna be one of those two. Stream snipe? Sounds like a loaded term. What does it mean in this case? I guess it's that game did take a while, so I've been streaming for 2 hours and 25 minutes now. But that's not a very long stream. I was planning to get at least like 2 games in. So here I could attach there, but he has a ladder. Cross cut, get the corner. Honestly, I want to invade this corner. And I want to invade this, but since I have this stone here, even if black jumps to here, I might still have a chance to come in here. So I guess I don't need to care about the top right now. Oh, right. Well, you've seen how serious I play even against like a 3 dan or a 6 dan or a 7 dan. So even if you stream snipe me, you might actually get a normal like how to say this. You might be playing me at my normal power anyways. I might not be that caught off guard. Or maybe I'll start trashing you like, yo, this 6 dan, like, who is this guy? He sucks. So did you guys know that in this shape, it's actually like, instead of just connecting, you can actually play at the 2-2, because if you just connect and black plays here and you play here and black plays here, later black has multiple different senteis against the corner, such as this one that makes you play 2-2 to live, and this one that makes you play 2-1, for example. But by doing a hanging connection here, you end up forcing one of those to be chosen early. So I'm gonna do this. I know Cats doesn't suck. I played him in the other stream and I lost that one. I definitely, next time Katz and I play, I definitely need to like manage time and don't, yeah, just play faster. So now that he has a wall here, I'm going to extend toward it. That is points, but it wasn't urgent, nor was it like big directionally. So I mean, cool story, bro. And although this thing is like invadable regardless of what I do. So okay, by default I'm going to invade here. But then after I invade, usually he can get the corner and I'll have to extend maybe, and I don't want to play over here. I'd rather get the corner, but only if I can still invade. So what I'm going to think about right now is, if I go here, he jumps, how easily will I still live in here? Say I go here. He kicks, I jump. He plays knight's move. I exchange Hane, and then I play this. Seems safe enough. So I'm just going to take this corner, I think. Because corners are corners. Didn't you know? So if I invade here, I'm not really taking advantage of this stone over here. And so I think, and he can be reduced from there anyway. So I think I'm going to take the plunge and come all the way to here. Okay, he's attaching on me. So he's gonna make me live under him, I guess. Invading deeply is something I definitely have the guts for. If nothing else. So I guess the obvious move here is good enough. A0 would invade there or here. Which one depends on how he's feeling that day, but he would invade one of these. That's how deep he invades. The ultra super omega monkey jump. Well, cogwheels, I don't know what your level is, but you know, it's a pretty like normal hallmark thing if you're in the Q levels, even the single digit Q levels, to be afraid of invading like this. Pretty much every sort of friend or student of mine that I've ever taught in the single digits was very uncomfortable with this kind of thing. So that's what she said. Okay, I do have to make sure I get the sequence right. But I mean, I'm definitely playing one of these two. Attach under would be nice if I can. Which I probably can. This one probably doesn't even give me enough eye space. So it seems like I am attaching under. You know, normally, like, in most games I play, for example, and I think the same is true for most Dan players, is this kind of invasion, also for us, it would be done a bit later usually, but it kind of changes when your opponent is playing something like the Kobayashi Fuseki, where invasions can happen a little earlier because they kind of need to. So I think the safest way for me to be alive is to play this one and let this one over here get captured. There probably was a way for me to do it without having to lose something, but I mean, can I really complain though? Like, especially when I have this stone sticking out up here, which is just so bad for black. Like, what is this? Like, it's puncturing the center. Isn't that a horrible word? Puncture? You don't want to get punctured. It's okay if it's a synonym, but you don't want to get punctured. So anyway, I'm alive now. Yeah, exactly, right? You don't want to get penetrated. Well, I mean, you might, but so I'm super alive now, but then what's the best way? Can I get away with this? Seems fine, albeit a little bit weird shape maybe. Or just go here. Wait a second. Yeah, just be simple. He peeps here, sure, that's painful, but then the head of my group is stronger now, so it's also a gain in a way, because now the turn becomes less powerful. And if he turns here, then it might damage this stone. And anyways, I'm alive, so. Yeah, I don't like Kobayashi Fuseki. So I go here. And then what? Tanuki. Yeah, what else is big now? See, this is what makes me lose time too, is like, you have the situation like this, that white is obviously in a pretty good position. And also most of the moves on the board don't look very big. Like they don't really stand out. So what do I play? It is analysis paralysis. Something makes me feel like pushing out here is big, but then, you know, it doesn't seem big, so. I mean, I guess it could make this cut work, but then these stones aren't even that big. So I guess I'm playing something on this side? Like, I don't know. Tengen? If you really want me to, no. I'm not gonna slack against this guy. So I mean, I should play something on this side, but for some reason I want to play this. It's kind of bigger than it looks. Can I attach here? All right, I don't know. I'm just gonna play this because it's gonna make me feel better. So, for the record, I don't really think this is the biggest move, but it's the only move I could see that gave me a good like feeling to it. This is moderately big, I guess, but I'm not in any real danger. So, I don't know. I feel like I could even just jump out here. Honestly, I'm just gonna do that. Oh, he took my move. Right, coordinates. I wanted to attach to him and he attached to me first. He won the battle of, like, attaching. I could Hane. You can do that. But now that he's done that, if he doesn't connect it, I'm probably gonna take it. Good night, Razmataz. Well, I actually said it correctly. I think. Good night. So the Agi in here is not actually that bad, is it? Oh, it's kind of bad, I guess. Don't know what I'm doing. Just gonna play here. Oh, that was bad actually, because he can cut and then he can just Atari out. This is not in the right spot. Even one space closer would have been better. Ah, but he didn't cut though, so that's good. So I'm either going to connect or double Hane. I'm just going to connect, I guess, with slight disdain. Hey Paragon. Good morning. Rise and shine. I got a new monitor, so I'm on like a 1440. Like it's pretty big, it's pretty wide. It's what is it? Well, it's 27 inches across, I think. But anyway, it actually changed how I had to do my stream, because now the stream window, like, it doesn't even take up my full monitor space. So I had to just figure out which space actually gets included, and just so I can drag my cursor like to the far right, and I'm just sort of in the nether realm. Okay, let's see. Probably stand up is good. I'm kind of glad he kicked me here, actually. Because if he just went here without that kick, I would have felt much worse. I felt slightly awkward with this stone because I don't have a clear continuation on this side. But now that I have this stone, I potentially have a good continuation. One of these moves should be right. can I counter him with this? Good night, Peyton. Thanks for coming. Yeah, you're right. Black doesn't have that many points, so perhaps I should have just Haned here and kept it simple. But actually, well, now that I see this happening, I'm not exactly complaining about the situation. Because Black's probably just going to connect, right? And I have successfully cut this stone off. He activated my trap card. There's a trap. Yep. So if I play here, I'm leaving some bad agi with like double Hane for Black. Of course, if he Hanes, I could Kosumi here, but then he can do all sorts of cuts before he connects here. So this seems to be the best shape. And I'm pretty happy about this result. So what I would be thinking about right now is if Black pulls this out and we run this way, I would try to get my stones in the right places to where then next if I come out here, then this one would be in danger. And if nothing else, it would erase the territory out here in an active way. Okay, so he's trying to make me play here. I've been playing roughly 10 years, probably a bit more. I want to make him a little heavier before I'll just respond. But it seems like that's what he's trying to do. But I agree that he shouldn't run it out right now, probably. It looks kind of dangerous for him and kind of heavy. I'm going to play one of these two moves. Not sure which one. I think this one feels right. Because if I played this one, then he could attach to it and then jump out quickly. But since this is close, and he tries to jump here, I could push and cut. So actually he has to stay heavy and just go one by one. Can I Hane here, and do I want to Hane here? Tari. I don't want to risk him sacrificing these 3 stones in order to Atari through here and then destroy the bottom. So I'm just going to keep it simple with these simple extensions. Keep good shape. Hi Natvarg, welcome. So for everyone who's new to my streams, I'm basically doing every Wednesday right now around 7 p.m. EST. I'm trying to fit in some Fridays, and I was before fitting in some Mondays or Tuesdays, but right now the most solid day of the week is Wednesday evenings. And if you scroll down below the video, you can see a whole bunch of my information in the panels below, including my Go Teaching website, my Facebook, my YouTube channel, all that stuff. So my Twitter. So it'd be awesome if you guys add me on some of those things. My Twitter is @BKTutoring. And my YouTube channel is, a gibberish URL, so you gotta just click the link. So how long did it take before I broke down level? Well, I'm gonna break it relatively quick, but then, yeah, I'll answer that in 1 second. I guess I want to extend here. So yeah, I got to 1 dan in about 13 months or so. I remember I was trying to get to it in 1 year, but I fell just short a little bit. So I think it took me about 13 months. That is perhaps like relatively quick, but then back then, not only was I in high school, but I just had a ton of free time on my hands, and I had multiple Go clubs to go to. Now what? I said before that I was gonna cut him here, but now I'm not even motivated to do that. I just want to finish up the game and win. I think getting a little mini Moyo here would be enough. I would like to Hane if I can, though, but it doesn't look like I can. Okay, that's fair. He's going to threaten life and death a bit. So I had a lot of, I had Go clubs I could go to like every day, technically, even if there wasn't always someone to play, but at least I could just sit in front of a board and just play things or use a book to study. And I had a few people who were like friends that I made that were quite strong, but also were really patient and enthusiastic to explain every question I had, just answer everything in great detail. I don't know about that. Well, unless you mean if you're aiming higher than 1 dan. I guess I'll Atari here. I don't really appreciate my disgusting shape there. But it looks like all I need to do is make sure I don't die. For some reason, I feel like choosing this one. Let's see. Oh, to respond to you, Cats, my real goal wasn't actually 1 dan, though. I was keeping track, obviously, of like, am I 1 dan or not? But actually, my goal was like the maximum goal you could have, and I'm sure you know what goal that is. And I actually do attribute that goal because it's such a big goal, and because I shifted my attitude to fit that goal. I think that did help me improve, but of course I'm not sure. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Just play here, stay safe. Stay safe, kids. Maybe turning here was really big. I should try to get that if I can, because it seems to be more or less Sente. Black would probably still be able to get eyes here, but yeah, it's more or less Sente. And it stops black from doing the same move and getting a bit of center here. It's actually quite huge. So yeah, it's possible that maybe having those specific goals, but at the same time, there's arguments against it. Like if you don't have a specific goal, then it's like reaching for something in the tree, but you're not reaching to a specific fruit or something. So you're just kind of waving your hands up aimlessly. So there is some demerit to not having a goal. Okay. Might be a bit of a risk to ignore him there, but I kind of want to get this one in. And he does have his own dangers. Maybe if he's feeling really desperate, he's going to try to kill all this white. Yeah, that's always a good feeling. When I first started playing, there was a few friends of mine in high school who played, but they were all Q players. And because I was, in the end, I was the only really serious one who was like improving steadily, and they just kind of played only at school, and they didn't really like care about getting better. So it was kind of fun, I must say so as well, to sort of catch up to and pass by other people like hurdles. I don't know if there's a more eloquent phrasing there, but you know, even if it weren't people, it's fun to pass like to jump over hurdles. If he responded to that, then that means he should be responding to this too, right? Yeah, rivals are a really good tool for progressing. I definitely agree with that. I know at the rate Katz is going, he's going to be super powerful because he seems to be going at a, like, he seems to be doing more than even I did back in high school, or at least on a similar level. But, you know, even back then, I was not playing anywhere near that many games. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have responded to this. I play here instinctively and because of time, but actually I'm risking him being alive in Sente between the potential for two eyes in there and the cut that's not cut yet. So, yeah, maybe I really should have just captured this thing. That would have been huge. Assuming it's possible. Okay, cut. Okay, I'm finishing in Sente, it looks like. That's good. Connect. Be sad. Yes. Okay. Now I think I can capture this thing, and that's gonna definitely be a game over for him. I think I can capture it. Like something like this. That's pretty big loss for him if I capture that. That's an awfully specific goal, Katz. That is an awfully specific goal. It's not like when you play, you don't pigeonhole yourself into playing like a certain player, do you? Because if you do that, it's going to be hard to like play flexibly. I don't know. He seems dead. I don't know what he's doing. Seems pretty dead. Yeah, I know. I was kind of kidding about that, but all you guys, man, if you just want to like if getting to 1 or 2 dan would make you happy, it's really quite achievable, I would say, even for a fairly busy person. I mean, you know, it's all based on your circumstances. Like even for some people, even something like 5Q or 4Q could be a good accomplishment, or even less than that. It really depends on the person, but I think if 1 dan or something is enough to make you happy, I think you should go for it because the opportunity cost of becoming like around 1 dan is not that high. Like it's still pretty high, but it's not even remotely comparable to trying to go from like 5 dan to 6 dan or 6 dan to 7 dan, or even like 3 dan to 4 dan. Like it gets really acceleratingly slower and harder. So yeah. Oh darn, he gets to jump away now. I think oh, but then I can go here. I may have miscalculated something with this, but we'll see. There's some things I can do though. And I don't think I'm in like real danger or anything. Oh yeah, I can actually just, oh, that's good, okay. As long as I just occupy one of his liberties, then I'm totally fine here. Cool, cool, cool. So it doesn't really matter which one I play, I think. I know I should play one on the outside, but I saw something complicated that bothered me with like a connection to here, so play on this side. DY Baduk, what's your current level? Pomegranate, raspberry, Snapple. Yeah, I'm wondering how close you are to that goal, and then I can comment on it. Oh, yeah, well that goal is totally achievable for you then. Yeah. I thought you were gonna say you're, like 5Q or something, because just statistically, like most of the viewers of the stream are probably Q level, right? So yeah. Better play something. Oh god, I really could have done. I could have milked this better by playing exchanges out here before I. Oh, nice. He's trying to force me again. So now I have a chance to milk the situation with moves around here like that. Nice, nice, nice. That is great. I don't want to think. I don't want to make a mistake here. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't remember how to say it, but I have that Tsumego collection. It's in my little collection here. Let's see. But, if you go here to my GitHub, there's a repo called like Go Weiqi like resources, something like that, and I have that collection in there. What's he doing here? I don't know what he's doing. Looks like oh, whoops. There. I just don't have time right now to get the full link, but yeah. Yeah, actually, Tasuki.org is where I originally got it from, so credit goes to him or to whoever he's giving credit to otherwise. In my opinion, oh wait, what's he doing? In my opinion, 7-dan Tygem I think is stronger probably than most AGA 5-dans, but I don't know. Like I'm not really part of the American system, so I don't know, but what I've heard many times is that the American ranks are supposed to be slightly weaker than the Canadian ones. But I guess I could see that. That's close enough. I would have expected like at least 6-dan. Oh, LA is different. I see. Oh, you think you're special, huh? Okay. Am I IG free yet? I see. I see. Yeah, I don't know much about American. Well, I kind of do, but I kind of don't. Like, I haven't played in any American tournaments, but I have tons of American player friends, and since I'm friends with the Canadian Go Association president and lots of other sort of execs of the CGA, and so they know a lot of American Go stuff, especially since they've gone to congresses and yeah. Tygem ranks are pretty soft. That is definitely a thing. You just now you saw me play a really chicken move. Yeah, that's because I'm pretty sure I'm way ahead. Well, actually, I haven't scanned the board in a while. Let's see. It's got like 5, 10, 15 there, 10 there, 25, 30. He has like what, 40, 45 at most? Looks like I have more than that. Let's see. 5, 10, over 20, 30. Yeah, I have more than that, so it's fine. I was afraid that black would have some way to make an annoying liberty fight in my corner. And yeah, didn't really want to think about that. As long as I'm ahead, it's all good. A0, aren't you 5, Dan? I kind of didn't want black to get this spot here, but it's hard to choose because if I descended, then black would actually be able to save this one, and I didn't want to deal with that complication. Yeah. I didn't want that to happen. But I will be back on the offensive soon, if there's anything to offend. I guess eventually blocking here is gonna be not that small. Okay, I guess I'll Tari. And I guess I'll Atari again. Now I need to stop letting black keep getting random points. Let's see. Not much left at this point though. Not much. Well, it looks like we got this account back to 7 Dan. If it ever was at 7 Dan, I don't know. I just found this account and it was 5 Dan. I'm like, WTF? Not only was it 5 Dan, it was 5 Dan with like a few losses included in it. And I was like, what? 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 Okay, where's the big stuff at? Where's the big stuff at? This block looks kind of big. Yeah, I knew he'd do that. But before I respond to that, I can go... Oh, do I want to peep that? Yeah, I just want to honey here, I think. So everyone calls it Foxy. Is that what we've chosen? Is that what we've determined that this server is called now? Because I like it, but I'm just trying to check. Is that really an official name for it, or is it just Fox Weiqi? Or Weiqi? Well, actually, nobody pronounces it Weiqi, except people who don't know how to read that. It's I mean, I'm gonna botch the intonations or whatever, but it's Weiqi or Weiqi, depending on the Cantonese or Mandarin. And I guess there's some others. Okay, I better respond to this one. But Foxy actually sounds like the best name we have for it. Or just Fox, I guess. It's not really Sente, but it's kind of annoying. Playing around here is actually kind of big because if I don't play anything, then when he plays here, I kind of have to play there. So I'm actually going to play this because now if he goes here, I can block directly. Cool. This is like 3.5 points, something like that. This... Well, I'll play it, I guess. Okay, he's gonna threaten my life and death, and I need to be careful. So I'll Atari here first because I know he's attacking my eye space. So I know that in this situation he'll actually respond. And then I will maximize my eye space. So cats, if you're looking to stream and you're hopefully waiting until I finish, I'm probably gonna be done pretty soon. Like once this game is over and then a few comments, then yeah. I think I'm good for the night now. That's annoying, but you know, trading is fun. In fact, I'm gonna maybe come out here. I like that exchange actually. In fact, I could even be annoying and co here. I'm gonna do that because with this timing, yeah, nice. Okay. This push actually looks kind of big. If black plays here, black gets like 4 points and the ability to reduce me after it. And if I play here, black gets no points, I get some points, and I can, yeah, that's actually pretty big. Whereas this is like half plus like a few. Play this one. Oh, I just realized I'm actually on my last Bayomi and I actually almost lost on time just now. Again. So if I block here, later I will move anyway, so I'm basically getting about 4 points. So 4.5 points. Maybe I get this one, so it's a little bit more than 4.5, but less than 5. This one seems bigger. Oh man, I'm getting all the juicy endgames. Like, this isn't big enough. Why? He probably should have come in here. Now I'm gonna take this and maybe I'll grab this one. And I think he'll respond. Oh, I see. Maybe he's worried about life and death. But now I think this is big. It's more than 4 and less than 5. Yeah, that one was big. It's like 3.5 at least. What? Okay. All right, now this one is 2 points, but kind of more because I could threaten the life and death. I didn't rank up yet. Both of the games are taking their sweet time. And my opponents never resign, so, but once I win this game, it looks like I'll be ranking up. Okay. This might be big. Yeah, it's I think it's more than 2 points in value, so I'm gonna play here. And this is Sente. And well, that's about all I need for Sentes now. I suppose this is kind of big, because I think he's going to respond. Okay, sure. Play that. Yeah, and then now what? Yeah, lots of endgame haters. Oh, if I play here, it's 1 point reverse Sente, but it's also going to be worth another point because I'll Atari here, and later that's a problem for him. So this is actually a big move because If I don't play it for 2 points, then he gets it in Sente. So that thing was huge. All right. Now just double checking real quick that he doesn't have some stupid T-Suji. And I don't really mind responding to everything as long as I'm making sure I'm safe. Yep, that is a way of doing this. He can do this and both of these and then not connect either one, because if I take one, then he'll be able to connect the other one. It's Mii anyway, so after I block here, he should play elsewhere. So that is definitely a strategy. I'm gonna stick a stone here in advance now. Oh, that's not even the right spot. Damn, that should have been somewhere else. It should have been like here or something. Okay. Doesn't matter. I'm ahead. Doesn't matter. I think I'm ahead. If I block there, it's a point. In reverse Sente. Why not? Oh, what the heck is this? Throw in, Atari, extend. Oh my god, that was the worst move ever. I literally, like, that was worse. This move was worse than a pass. Okay, I'm gonna start scaring him now with this stuff. Because I feel like it. Got a problem. It doesn't really amount to anything, does it? Yeah, not really. Fine. What? He thought that's a he thought that this is Atari because there's supposed to be a stone here. What's M17? He realized that it's like embarrassing move. All right, we did it, guys. We did it. We did it. Back to 7 Dan. The blue bunny is happy. All right. Yeah. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Yeah, no problem. I mean, not my first time being 7 Dan. I have 3 accounts like that right now, but thank you. Well, the sad part is I was 7 Dan already back in 2009. Kappa. So, you know what that means? It's time to get to 8 Dan. Yeah. So, yeah, you can see me try to do that soon. You guys have any, like, requests for the next, Yeah, 2009 was when I trained in Korea. That's kind of why. Was I even alive back then? Yeah, you guys have any requests for the next stream? I was thinking of either doing another play the viewers thing, or just sort of a general lecture or Q&A kind of thing. I haven't actually done one of those yet. And during one of my streams, I don't remember if it was like the 9th, 10th, or 11th stream, but one of those streams, I kind of finished off with like an hour of kind of lecturing, going on a tangent about some technical things, and then you guys seem to really like that, at least the way it was done that time. So if you guys want more of that, the next stream could maybe just be like a teaching stream, like not even playing, but just interactive lecture stream. Yeah, or I could just play the viewers, or I could play some games on this account or on the 3down account. What do you guys want? Any preferences? Einstein, thanks for tuning in. So I'll even just type it. Let's see. Next stream options. To play the viewers. 3, play strong players. I typoed. Let me fix my typo. Yeah, can I get a few opinions here? Anyone? Please, someone Jubango. I think Jubango kind of takes too long. If I'm gonna Jubango, then I'm gonna do it right, and each game is gonna be quite long. Quality. Number 3, play strongish players. One is interactive lecture. Yeah, honestly, I do want to do number 1 at some point soon, because when I finished off a lecture or two in that kind of way, it went pretty well, I think. Let's see, 1 or 3. So lecture or play, 1, 2, or 3. Okay, lots of freedom there. So yeah, I would encourage many of you who haven't already to maybe take a look at some of the panels I have below the video player. So if you want to know my Go ranks, it's right there at the top. If you want to know my schedule, it says there. It says Wednesday at 7 p.m. EST and most Fridays at 7 p.m. EST. Not this Friday though. I'm going to the last University of Toronto Go Club meeting of the season, and should be fun. So I'm planning to do that instead of streaming, and gonna see a bunch of my Go Club buddies that I haven't seen in a while. And then my YouTube channel's there. Lessons, links to my website. Did I say that last week? I don't know, but I don't know. Sad life for you. Yeah, Patreon, Facebook, Twitter. Add me on Twitter, guys. If you guys use Twitter, I am like this. I think this is how you do this. Yeah. Okay, and yeah. And, you know, for those of you who are looking for some Go resources, I have a whole bunch of links listed at the bottom, like a ton. Some like study resources, Go servers. Thanks for tuning in, Snedberg. Take care. I'll see you next week. yeah, so thanks for tuning in, everyone. And okay, so it looks like, well, we have a lot of mixed choices with next week's stream, but at least I know which one not to do. And yeah, so, oh, and my YouTube channel, I'm trying to grow that too. So following me on here definitely is really nice, helps me. But if you also would subscribe or at least check out my YouTube channel. At the moment, I said this before, but at the moment it's just exported stream videos. That's really all my YouTube channel is at the moment. But once I'm sort of more settled into the streaming a little better and also just have a little bit more free time, I'm gonna start making YouTube style shorter YouTube videos where I just, you know, I'll explain something for like 10 minutes and I'll push out a whole bunch of videos like that. So should be interesting to see what you guys think of that. Not quite ready to start that up yet. But yeah, anyway, good night, everyone. Thanks for coming as usual, and I will talk to you guys next week. Next Wednesday, definitely a stream. Wait, Ramen Boya. Wait. How do you know about that? Did you like follow my live journal or know me from KGS or something? It is, yes, it is. I used to, you know, I had a lot of different account names that I would just bounce around between, and I never really finalized on one. And one day I got sick of that, so I'm like, you know what? If I don't settle down on a online like name, nobody is gonna know where I am or who I am, and you know, so you know, I thought hard about it, and I just came up with BenKyo, and I'm like, you know what? I'm sticking with this one. No more new names, no more new accounts. So Ramen Boya is me. Alakazam from you know, Life in 19 by 19, or what used to be called Go Discussions. That was me. Oh, nice. Thanks, man. Yeah, I would like to. We could talk sometime, and I can figure out who you are and remember you as well. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. Bye bye. Yeah, so it'd be interesting to know how many of you actually knew me. Jonathan. Okay. Okay, sounds familiar, yeah. Last name? Or if you give me the first letter even. Well, do you use Facebook? You can add me there, and then it'll be easier to know if I remember you, because Jonathan. Yeah, I mean, I'll recognize you when I see you, I think. Yeah, Korean Go Club. Yeah. Man, I miss that place. I used to go there like almost every day after school at a certain point in high school, like because it was open every day of the week, and even though there wouldn't always be that many people there or anyone who wants to play, but you just go there, you sit down in with one of those nice Go sets, absorb all the smoke, and just take a book and start studying. I don't know. It was really fun, really relaxing for me back then. Yeah. That was one of like 3 at least Go clubs back then that I had access to every week, so good times. Yeah, so you know my Facebook URL, like my personal one, is like /GoPlayer. That's my Facebook URL. So if you just go to facebook.com/GoPlayer, you guys can add me. The Facebook that I have linked below in my panels it's a link to my BenKyo tutoring page. It's not my personal one. My personal one though, it's facebook.com/GoPlayer. So yeah, I was like so surprised when I back then when I had when I was able to get that URL. I thought at the very least, even like a non-Go player would have taken it. I mean, on Twitch, I wasn't even able to take Baduk. It's probably some other language thing. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, I will be. I'm gonna bounce now. So good night, everyone, and ciao.